Hey, Josh here. Today I'm going to be reviewing the IPCC-7205W plug-and-play outdoor wireless IP camera. The contents include one camera, a mounting base, an Ethernet cable, camera software, mounting hardware, a power adapter, and some warranty information. The camera at its longest point is going to be about 6 inches, and its width is going to be about 3 inches. It weighs in at about 1 pound, 10 ounces. It appears to be made out of an aluminum type of a housing. The nice thing is that it is all metal on the outside. It's not some cheap plastic. You've got this top sheeting here, which you can use to protect it from the sun messing up your picture during the day, or even, I'm guessing, from snow or rain or that sort of thing. And it does adjust. You just have to press on it, and you can slide it out as far as you need to. You can see the 36 infrared lights, the LED lights that are right there. All the way around, and then in the middle, of course, is the lens. It's a 3.6 millimeter lens. On the bottom, it has all of your information to log into the camera setup. It has the username and password. Then if you look on the back, you'll see there's a spot to screw in the included antenna. On the end of the cable here, you've got your Ethernet port. This is where you would plug in the provided cable or another Ethernet cable. Hook one end into this side and then the other end into your router. That's what you'll need to configure your camera when you first begin. You've also got a couple of other cords hanging off here. This is for your power adapter that was supplied with it right here. One end just simply plugs into there, and the other one simply has a reset switch that you can push to reset the camera back to its factory setting. And right here is the mounting bracket. It comes with screws and everything that you can mount it into whatever platform that you would like. It also just attaches very easily. Right pivot as well. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and run through the setup process of configuring your camera, getting it running both wired and wirelessly. In the beginning, when I was first new to IP cameras, I knew it was kind of frustrating and intimidating, so hopefully this will help somebody out. First thing I'm going to do is plug in the power adapter. One end into the wire here, the other end into an outlet. I'm then going to plug one end of the Ethernet cable into my router and the other end into the camera. Next, you'll want to go ahead and put this into your PC and load the software that's on it. You're then going to want to navigate to your DVD drive, and you'll show that it is showing the software file. I'm going to double click on English. First thing you're going to want to do is double click the O player. This is an OCX file that is going to allow you to view your live camera feed and wireless camera feed in Internet Explorer if you choose. I've already done that, so I'm going to skip that part. You're also going to want to download the search tool. The tool is going to show you your camera with IP address and other information. I've got 3 cameras here. I'm going to click on the IP cam. That's this camera right here. I haven't renamed it yet. Go ahead and X out of that. And then I'm going to go ahead and double click it. It's going to bring up the configuration screen. I'm going to go ahead and click sign in. I'm going to copy this here and I'm going to put it into Internet Explorer instead. Paste. It's going to ask for your username. It's admin. Just leave the password blank for now. Click sign in, and as you can see here, we're viewing in wired mode. I'm going to click on default video param because it looks to be in black and white. There we go. Now we're in color. Now you can go ahead and look at these settings on here on your own. I'm not going to mess with those. It just has to do with brightness, contrast, that sort of thing. Down here in the bottom right, click on the hammer and wrench. That's going to bring up your administration settings, configuration. You can see here on the left is your device settings. Now over here on the right is your menu. I'm going to click on alias. You can name this whatever you want. I'm just going to name it 7205W for now. That's the model of the camera. I'm going to click submit, and then I'll bring back up the search tool here, you can see here that it does say 7205, so it updated it real time. Local path record, this would be where you could select a spot on your computer to save your files to, video files if you're recording those. Alarm service settings, you can enable motion detection, alarm input armed. Mail service, you can have motion detection alarms sent to you. FTP service, you can upload video files to the internet and have it saved on your server. Alarm log. Basic network settings. Now here it's automatically checked to obtain an IP address from your DHCP server, which you probably have enabled on your router. What this is going to do is automatically assign your camera an IP address. I suggest choosing your own IP address and assigning it manually to your camera. The reason why is if you choose to set up a DDNS service setting, you're going to need to have a constant IP address for your camera. Otherwise, if your camera restarts, your DHCP server could assign it a different IP address than what you originally put here for your DDNS. I'm manually going to change this number here to something I know I'm already going to want. So if you don't know what you're doing here, you don't have to mess with it. But I'm going to go ahead and change it real quick since I'm here. I'm also going to change the port number, and I'm going to click submit, and my camera is going to reboot in about 60 seconds. Alright, my camera should have rebooted now. I'm going to go ahead and change it in the address bar up here to my IP address that I just changed it to, as well as the port number. Click enter and sign in. Alright, I'm going to click on wireless settings. This is going to allow you to connect wirelessly to your camera. Click on scan. Go ahead and choose your network. You're then going to want to type in your password to your network. Then click submit. Your camera will then reboot again. Right, looks like I'm back online again. I'll go back to settings. And the next thing is the DDNS. Now it's automatically selected no, so you're not able to view this anywhere right now from a browser away from your home network. If you want to be able to view it in a browser away from your home network, you'll have to select one of these DNS services. I suggest noip.com just because that's where I've got mine before, but any of those will probably do. Basically what it's going to do is you're going to register your IP address with them, and they'll give you a subdomain name that you can type into your web browser and then be able to use that to view your camera from anywhere in the world from a computer. Here, user settings, you can change the username and passwords, and you can have up to 3 there. And to maintain, you can click on here to restore your camera back to factory settings. If you think you messed something up and just want to start all over, you can reboot it. And you can also add any firmware updates or web user interface updates from the camera manufacturer. I'm going to unplug my Ethernet cable from the camera, both ends here, and it's working just fine. So we are running wireless with no problems. Alright, so I've got this, brought this upstairs from my office, and I just have it in the kitchen here. But I just wanted to give you an idea of the kind of picture that it gives off. So I'll just kind of pan. Keep in mind that it is kind of dark out here, so the IR infrared LEDs are going to kick on. And I am on a very slow DSL connection, so if you have cable, you're not going to have as much lag as I do. Alright, so this is just giving you an idea. So here's an example of what it looks like during the day. Keep in mind it is cloudy, the sun's not out, so you're not going to see as much color today as you would normally. This review was done by Josh. I did receive a product sample for test and evaluation, and I did promise to report a fair and honest review.